Hello, everybody. I'm Trevor J. Williams. I'll be doing some stand-up for you. Stand-up I've written specifically for this gig. All of it. Oh, yeah. There won't be any filler, we're having a good time, give us a cheer. No. I'm not going to patronize you guys, my fellow activists. I'm not going to give you any of that Pavlovian bullshit. You've all heard of Pavlov's dog. Yeah, give me a cheer. Yeah. Fuck's sake. Mind you, if this was a Tory crowd, you all would have fallen for that. So I'm really worried about Charlie Brooker. Really worried about him, because right now, he's supposed to be coming up with season 4 of Black Mirror. It's a great show. But by the time he's written 6 hours of dystopian social nightmare, it's already Tory policy. And Netflix say, sorry, go home, do it again. He comes back in, sorry, they revised the whole approach again, and it's a nightmare. He was ahead of the curve, basically, with the pig fucking. Good, well done. But now, the guy just can't catch a break. The thing is, if you vote Tory, right, there's 2 things. If you vote Tory, you are A, a motherfucker, and B, a murderer. Now, that's not my opinion. It is. That is totally my opinion. I stand by that to my grave. Motherfucking murderers. That is from facts presented by reports from the EU, from Amnesty International, from the UN. 4 reports this year that say that this government is culling disabled people. There's barely an international agency left that hasn't condemned them. What is there, like FIFA? Actually, Sepp Blatter is on record as saying, fuck me, even I'd be ashamed if I did that. So, it's very, very tricky. And I was going to say you got to feel sorry for him, but you don't, do you? But Teresa May, good God. She looks like a fox caught in a trap that in order to escape has had to gnaw off one of its own feet. And she's just realised that she's gnawed off the wrong foot. And they want to replace her with Jacob Rees-Mogg. Rees-Mogg. That's like the blue fairy from Pinocchio was playing Monopoly one day, picked up the top hat and said, what would happen if this were a real boy? He's not a human. And Ian Duncan Smith, the architect of every disabled person's misery, the fist that dreamed it was a man, utter disgrace, who resigned as soon as the UN started making accusations of maybe you'll be tried for crimes against humanity. Oh, all of a sudden I found a conscience in the back of my sofa in between the cushions. And then Stephen Crabb. Oh. Stephen Crabb is such an odious little shit that whenever no, we haven't got time. I'm going to be insulting him plenty more. It's okay. He's such an odious little shit. Whenever I see a photograph of him up against a wall, I have to check Twitter that the revolution hasn't just happened. And he looks weird, doesn't he look weird? He looks like Tyrion Lannister in the wrong aspect ratio. You get me? He's the dwarf from Game of Thrones, brilliantly played by Peter Dinklage. A guy who got a whole fleet of ships and burned them all alive, and still a better person than Stephen Crabb. So Stephen Crabb comes on your telly, you think, oh, my aspect ratio's knackered, oh, and you're messing with the settings for 10 minutes before you realise, oh, this isn't Game of Thrones, this is Question Time. There's too many incestuous murderers on TV for it to be Game of Thrones. Okay, that's bleak. I appreciate that. So I'll try and bring the energy back up. Talking about Tories, it can bring you down, you know. So here we go. An emergency joke. I was surprised I hadn't met the other finalist in the hula hoop competition because we move in very similar circles. Hey! So, this is the piece of shit they put in charge of the DWP after Ian Duncan Smith, and he thought, oh, we're being a bit too nice to disabled people, aren't we? How can you think that? He was the guy that took £30 a week off the ESA claimants. And this was a guy who was brought up on welfare. So I thought, what traumatic event made you into this horrible, bitter demon? Did you, apply for DLA and they told you being a flatulent goblin with a punchable face isn't technically a disability? Sorry. No. I checked Wikipedia. And Wikipedia tells us that Crabb's father began claiming long-term sickness benefit the year before Crabb was born, and his parents separated when Stephen was 8, and he rarely spoke to his father again. That's why he did it. Daddy issues. He's murdering disabled people because he hates his dad. What the hell's that about? How can you bring that into it? I mean, if you're fucked up with daddy issues, then violently repress your own homosexuality and then marry someone that looks like your mum. Don't bring the whole country into it. Although, according to my notes, he did those first two things as well. That's mean, so let's bring it back up. A friend of mine told me he had a deathly fear of similes. I said, whoa, what's that like? So, Stephen Crabb and homosexuality, right? Yeah, we're going there. We're going there. Okay. There is a group called Christian Homophobes and Unapologetic Bigots, or CHUB. They changed the acronym to CARE for some reason. I don't know. It's, but that has co-sponsored a conference that included a panel about corrective therapy, or pray away the gay. Now, sure, Stephen's political career began as an intern backed by this very company. And in turn, Stephen has employed interns funded by the very organisation. But Crabb said, I don't believe that being gay is a sin. I don't believe it's something to be cured. I never said anything like that. And that is fair enough. You know, if a man in a pointy white hood stood next to a burning cross said, I've never said anything racist, then who are we to judge them? Okay, that one went a bit dark as well. So, hey, we've got a new £10 note. I don't mean the country. I mean, me and my partner, we got a new £10 note. So we're on benefits. We're very poor. We're very excited about it. £5 each. Yeah, oh, by the way, I'm a very poorly controlled type 1 diabetic and an epileptic with depression and anxiety, and I've had brain surgery. So it's a miracle I made it here at all. And now you are all my carers. The DWP are trying to kill me, so, you know, I have to put you in this awkward position. Plus, if anybody is driving back to Cardiff or through Cardiff today or tomorrow, then, hey, can I hit you up for a lift? I probably should have said that before I started my set and then got you to sign something just in case I really piss people off. I'm sure we're good. Finally, okay, do we all remember the sex text thing that happened? Oh my God. He is reported to have said to a young admirer that he wanted to kiss her everywhere. But, I mean, you think that's really grim, because I don't want to imagine him just... It's very squicky, isn't it? So I've tried to think he meant it geographically. I want to kiss you in England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. But then, just looking at his face, I can imagine that even geographically he would say stuff like, I want to kiss you on your subway station or in your Poundland outlet. Oh, I mean, it's filthy. But, Stephen Crabb, if you want to kiss a girl in the House of Commons, I fucking hurry up about it, because I don't think you're long for the job you've got. Now, I'm going to leave you with one. Cheers. You're very sweet. You're so kind. So, we have a new £1 coin. That's £11 we got now. Oh, we're spoiled. Okay, no, one more. As I replaced the spanner in the toolkit, I said to it, there are some used tools in there, but don't be afraid. You know, just speak to the other tools. Don't be shy. You know the drill. Hey! That's, yes, yes.